Hi, it's Kathy, and I pulled a card from Messages from Your Animal Spirit Guides by Stephen D. Farmer. And the card that I pulled is Mountain Goat. There's something out of balance in your life, so do whatever you need to do to correct it. So I feel this card was a direct message to me because I went to the park, which it usually is a good place to pray, but I had my sister's dog with me, who I'm dog sitting, and I just couldn't do a good prayer, so I felt like something is out of balance. And I haven't made a video, and these videos are important. They are sharing the news about Reverend Moon being the Messiah, and so I'm out of balance. I haven't been sharing the news for a while. So I'm going to read As a Peace-Loving Global Citizen by Reverend Sun Myung Moon. It's his autobiography. And it's the chapter called Leaving Behind a Legacy of Love. A true life is a life in which we abandon our private desires and live for the public good. This is a truth taught by all major religious leaders, past and present, Eastern and Western, whether it be Jesus, Buddha, or the Prophet Muhammad. It is a truth that is so widely known that sadly it seems to have become devalued. Yet the passage of time and changes in the world cannot diminish the value of this truth. This is because the essence of human life never changes, even in times of rapid change all around the world. The teacher with whom we have the closest relationship is our heart. Our heart is more precious to us than our closest friends, and even more precious than our parents. So as we live our lives, we need periodically to ask our hearts, am I living a good life now? Anyone can hear his heart speaking to him. If he comes to the realization that his heart is his master, he polishes his heart and maintains a close relationship with his heart throughout his life. If a person hears the sound of his heart tearfully sobbing, then he needs to stop immediately, whatever he is doing. Anything that makes the heart suffer will ruin him. Anything that makes the heart sad will eventually make the person fall into sadness. And I have an excellent example of when my heart was sobbing. I had gone to Hawaii with my fiance, Scott, to start a new life, and I loved Hawaii so much. I couldn't wait to live there. I was so excited. And while I was there, I really loved Scott. He's still a great guy. And I'm in touch with him now, and I would love to get back together with him, but he wants to just be friends. But the point I'm making is that I was in Hawaii and I loved it so much, but when I went on the plane ride to go and pick up my daughter and bring her back to Hawaii, I started sobbing on the airplane, just sobbing. My heart was sad, and the person that I missed the most was my mother. I missed her so much. I felt like she died. I felt like moving to Hawaii would be like her dying. That's how it felt. So I decided, after I heard my heart, I decided I could not move to Hawaii. So I told Scott, I changed my mind. And for a while, I wasn't seeing him that often. Then all of a sudden, he called me from Seattle and he told me he moved there. And it was kind of maybe a passive aggressive thing where he didn't come right out and say it, but he was upset with me for not moving with him to Hawaii. And so he just broke up with me. He just moved away. And it wasn't even like a break. It was a strange breakup. He didn't say, "Oh, it's over. It's over. I don't want to talk to you anymore. I don't want to be with you." It was just, "Oh, I've moved back to Seattle. I'm with my children now." That was it. And I couldn't argue with that. He wants to be with his children. I wanted to be with my family. Anyway, that's that. So you've got to follow your heart. You've really got to follow your heart. Don't let your heart be sad. If you think about it, God gave you that heart, and your heart is what you love with. You love. So you are following God if you follow your heart. Anyway. So I'm trying. There's actually a lot of things I could talk about, but I'm not sure if I should. Um, well, one of the things is in the Bible it says divination. I don't remember the exact quote, but it was against divination, which tarot cards can be considered divination. And so I felt like I want to obey God. So I mean, at one point my mom threw out all my cards. At another point I bought some more cards and then I threw them out because I had those feelings like, well, I don't want to do anything against God. But then I bought my cards again, and the truth is my heart loves working with cards. And I'm not using them for evil. I'm not using them for evil. I want messages from God. That's my intention. That is my heart. And I don't get messages as clearly as I do when I look at my cards. So just like that, the card that came in out today, it says something is out of balance. I needed to hear that. I didn't feel so great, but I wasn't thinking, oh, something's out of balance. I gotta fix it. But now it clearly has told me the message that I feel is from God is that something is out of balance. So work on it. So making this video is doing for the public good. My videos are for the public good. And so I need to be more public. And gosh, I'm sorry. I guess my mind is kind of wandering, and I better close this video. So thank you so much, everyone, for listening. And I noticed that I'm getting only 1 or 2 views, but whoever that person or persons are, thank you so much for listening. I really believe that Reverend Moon is the Messiah and that his words are very, very helpful. And one main teaching that he gives is that God is a suffering God. If you look at the world and all the problems and the death and the sin, God is suffering. So that's one thing that Reverend Moon implanted in my heart. Instead of thinking God as almighty and above all this, he's in the midst of it. He's in the trenches. Those are his children who are suffering. Okay. Anyway, thank you all for listening, and I'll see you tomorrow.